The sun was a hammer, the air was a drape, and Helen was looking for any escape. She sat in her kitchen, the fan on high speed, when Karen arrived with the treat she would need. It's scorching, cried Karen, the pavement is melting, the heat in this valley is truly quite pelting. But look what I found at the natural way, the snack that will surely brighten your day. She pulled out the box that was frosty and green, the strangest confection that Helen had seen. Pickle juice popsicles, briny and cold. The clerk said they're better than silver or gold. They're full of electrolytes, vinegar, salt, to bring all this sweat into a permanent halt. She handed the frozen green stick to her friend, and Helen prepared for the world's bitter end. She took a small bite and her face turned to stone, a flavor that chilled her right down to the bone. It tasted like dillweed and sadness and brine, like drinking the juice from a jar of class 9. But Karen was licking and beaming with joy. It's better than fudge or a chocolate alloy. So Helen just nodded and forced a big grin, while the vinegar burned through her porcelain skin. It's unique, Helen lied through a saucy wet haze. I've never quite felt such a frozen dill days. Karen was thrilled, there are 10 in the box. I'll leave them right here near your frozen food stocks. I have to run errands, I'm late for my hair. She hurried away in the blistering air. As soon as the car had pulled out of the drive, Helen felt lucky to still be alive. She grabbed the remaining 10 sticks from the coal, determined to break from the pickle juice hold. She ran the hot water, a steaming hot flood, and watched as the treats turned to emerald mud. They swirled down the drain with the vinegar scent, as Helen felt glad for the space that was spent. She tossed the wet sticks and the box in the bin, and felt like the goddess of logic and sin. But 30 short minutes had barely gone past when Karen's old truck arrived terribly fast. I forgot, she cried out as she burst through the door. I need those 10 pops for the kids at the store. I shouldn't have left them, I'll take them back home, since I have a few miles of errands to roam. Helen stood frozen, her heart in her throat, looking for any metaphorical boat. She pointed a finger at the trash by the wall, where the box sat abandoned and empty and small. You ate them, cried Karen, her eyes going wide, all 10 of the pops that were sitting inside. Helen just nodded, a sheepish young soul. I guess I just lost all my flavor control. Karen was glowing, she clapped with delight. Finally, Helen, you're eating what's right. You like a health food, I'm so very proud. I'll shout it from rooftops, I'll shout it out loud. No more those donuts or salty fried rings. You finally graduated to better things. She hugged her dear friend and she dove off in bliss, leaving Helen to ponder the vinegar kiss. But the victory lasted for only a week, until Karen returned with a glow on her cheek. Every Saturday morning, like clockwork or fate, Karen arrives at the front garden gate with the box of 12 popsicles, frozen in green. The most beautiful friendship the world's ever seen. Since you love them so much, I bought you a case. I love seeing pickle joy all over your face. And Helen just sighs as she reaches for one, wishing for winter and no more hot sun. She's trapped in a lie that is salty and tart, breaking her teeth while she's breaking her heart. She doesn't know how to reveal the dark truth without being labeled an ungrateful youth. So she sits on the porch while the vinegar drips, and hell passes through her reluctant gold lips. The moral is, if you don't like the snack, don't pretend that you do, or they'll keep coming back.